Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. While they eat lunch in the square, Gabby assigns Javi chores to run for her. Leo texts Javi to ask for his best Spanish pickup line for a script, which diverts Javi's attention. Leo is waiting for Javi to stop composing and deleting his response on his laptop outside the pub. Setting down his phone, he marvels at the hilarious and edgy conversation he is penning. As Joy leaves the pub, Leo stops her and identifies himself as her chief writer for Body and Soul. She knows him as the man who ruined her parents' union. Johnny reflects solemnly on the hospital set how Joy gave back his wedding band, which he had abandoned in her hotel room. Alex shows up. He asks glibly, "Are you ready for me to sleep with your wife?" Can't Alex understand that it's triggering, even though Johnny knows he's talking about their characters? Particularly considering Johnny's reaction at his birthday celebration? Alex notes that things didn't go much better between him and Stephanie, but he wants to be reassured that, with everyone cooperating, it won't turn into World War III. If Johnny's outburst at his party caused problems for him and Stephanie, he promises to make amends. As Johnny says he's particularly sorry for what he done to his wife, Chanel shows up. In the interrogation room, EJ takes Kat to Chad and informs her that the charges are being dropped. But what she did to Abigail's family and to Chad disgusts him. After releasing her from her handcuffs, he lets Chad explain why she was released. When left alone, Chad expresses his desire to see Kat spend the rest of her life rotting in prison, but he is unable to do so because Clyde broke out. He must give Kat to him if he wishes to know what became of Abigail. "You really despise me?" she asks in awe. He won't abandon her to her demise, but he has a part that wants to let Clyde do his dirty work. Julie brings a lunch tray down the stairs of her house. She phones Doug and assures him that his appetite is okay, offering to bring him another bowl of chicken soup. She greets JJ at the door and leaps into his arms with excitement. Julie seems certain that Kat will be incarcerated for a very long period as they talk about what transpired in Paris. Javi tells Gabby in the square that while he appreciates the position she provided him, he doesn't want to work as an errand boy. He replies to Leo's SMS, "Disculpame, pero creo que me debes un trago," as she assigns him office work as well. He gives Gabby a smile and a wink. To bring to the courthouse, she gives him her divorce papers. He is aware that this isn't what she wanted, yet she appears casual about it. EJ walks up to Gabby as he leaves. Leo receives Javi's text while he is expressing his perplexity over Joy's statement. He asks who Joy's parents are after giving her a sly look. She identifies herself as the daughter of Craig and Nancy Wesley. Leo sincerely apologizes for his actions. He didn't intend to be a home wrecker and has a nice heart. Joy is unable to pass judgment because she has recently been a home wrecker herself. Chanel tells Alex and Johnny on the BNS set that she's struggling with the love scene but that she will persevere. Since it's all fictitious, she is certain that the males will follow suit. The men nod rigidly. Johnny later has a flashback to Joy's eager kiss in her Salem room while he watches Alex and Chanel share a kiss. Julie informs JJ at the Horton house that Doug isn't feeling well because he genuinely thought Abigail was still alive and is currently suffering from a severe cold. However, he will soon be able to move around. They are amazed that he is 98 years old. Julie considers it a blessing that he is with them every single day. She inquires as to whether JJ has a special someone in his life. JJ acknowledges there isn't. Julie is confident that a beautiful woman will emerge shortly. EJ and Gabby argue in the square about who is to blame for their shared bedtime. She accuses him of knowing she wasn't in her right mind when he explains that she came to him. "Very serious," he says. "When will you be able to think clearly?" She yells that he ought to have stopped it and labels him a son of a bitch. EJ smugly admits that he twisted the knife which caused Stefan to seek for divorce and that he enjoyed watching Stefan suffer over their tryst. He enjoyed watching Stefan get cuckolded just as much as he enjoyed watching Gabby get crushed after all the horrible things they had done to him. She gives him a slap that almost knocks him down. Outside the pub, Leo begs Joy, who is recalcitrant, to reveal whose house she destroyed. To Leo's dismay, Joy leaves for the set as Javi approaches. Leo acknowledges that he had an affair with Joy's father, ruining her parents' marriage, when Javi inquires about the feeling he was sensing. Javi describes him as a terrible lad, yet he is somewhat impressed. Leo responds that both he and Joy are more of a home wrecker, but she departed before providing him any further information. Before Javi says he has delivered Gabi's divorce papers, they joke around. They agree to meet up later in a flirtatious manner. Johnny and Chanel clumsily agree that the hospital sex scene between Alex and Chanel wasn't all that horrible. Johnny doesn't like what he did, but he's okay with what Chanel just done. He says he will compensate her. Julie says she hopes JJ will stay for a while after she suggests he stay at the house rather than the Salem Inn. We'll see, he replies. Chad tells Kat at the station that he will use her as bait. There are no promises, but he will try his hardest to keep her safe. She consents to fulfill his requests. She may end up with her mother as a result of her debt to him. Chad abruptly informs her that Mark attempted to shoot her brother when she brings up the topic of rescuing him. Although she is aware of this, she questions whether he will be able to collaborate with her. Chad will stop at nothing to win his wife back. Joy looks at a sheepish Johnny while crossing her arms. Johnny apologizes for what they did when Joy discovers him by himself on the set. I must be honest with my wife. Julie informs Chad that JJ will be staying with them when he gets home. She also extols the virtues of never having to see that cunning succubus again. Julie glares at Chad as Kat enters. EJ stops Gabby from getting a second smack in the square by grabbing her arm. JJ approaches. Remove your hands from her, he shouts. No! EJ turns to a sullen JJ while holding Gabby's lifted forearm in the square. On Days of Our Lives, Paulina brings news for Rafe and Jada, while Stephanie and Alex's relationship intensifies. Here are the spoilers for Tuesday, November 12, 2024's episode of Days of Our Lives. Fans can anticipate that JJ Devereaux, Casey Moss, will learn about Doug Williams, Bill Hayes' health crisis in tomorrow's episode. Joy Wesley, Alex N. Hopkins, finds out that her parents' divorce was caused by Leo Stark, Greg Rickhart. Additionally, Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, shares his strategy for taking down Clyde Weston, James Redd, with Kat Green, Annalyn McCord. Let's begin discussing the upcoming Peacock soap opera episode as you continue reading. The health of Doug Williams is deteriorating, according to Tuesday, November 12 DOL spoilers. JJ catches up with Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes. Julie will probably discuss Kat's plan with JJ, but she will also update him on Doug's condition. JJ will be devastated to learn that Doug isn't doing well.